1, 2, 3, 4. What's poppin'? It's your boy Brad Pill Black here, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about Black Republicans. Black Republicans, conservatives. Why are y'all the way that y'all are? Why do y'all feel the way that y'all feel? What gives y'all the arrogance to talk down to somebody to the left of you and say that they're on a Democratic plantation? And what exactly are y'all trying to conserve? Because from the outside looking in, and as somebody who actually understands history and intersectionality, it seems like y'all are trying to conserve white supremacy. And that's not me saying that you're a white supremacist, even though I do feel that if you are a Republican and conservative, especially in America, you kind of are one. What exactly are people trying to conserve, especially when you're Black? The family? It is why y'all like to rag on welfare a lot, even though we do know that things like the Southern Strategy and the industrial prison complex is the reason why a lot of Black people are where they are now. That's what ruined the family, which Republicans were in support of, by the way. Is it Judeo-Christian values? Y'all understand it's just a dog whistle for like white rights, right? Or white values. I ask these because it's a genuine question. Because I've spoken with many Black Republicans during my time arguing with people on the internet and meeting people in college and talking with the professors there that were Republicans and the administrators and even people like my uncle and whatnot. I've heard y'all all over these years. I've seen y'all. And it's like the answer still feels incomplete. What makes y'all believe the things y'all do to the point that makes you want to be a conservative? Because everything that I named, family, rights, guns, religion, and so on, you can be a Democrat or an independent and believe in it and fight for it. But why is a Republican though? Like, in my opinion, Black Republican is an oxymoron, or at least a paradox. You're Black and you're trying to essentially conserve white supremacy. How does that work in your favor or interest? But I guess I can look at people like Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum and Jesse Lee Peterson and Thomas Sowell and amongst many others and see it is profitable. But how does that help the people? How does that help the culture? Because repeating what white conservatives who don't even like Black people say doesn't help anybody but them. Tired. But yeah, why? Just why? Why are y'all so open with being bigoted? Like, us as a people, we essentially didn't actually get equal rights until like 50 years ago. So why do we try to gatekeep other people's rights as well? And for that, I'm talking about the LGBTQ community. You know how openly a lot of Black people oppress the Black LGBTQ members? It's sickening. Like, most Black people are Democrats. Like, party-wise, they're Democrats. And that's not because they like them. It's because their only other option, realistically, are the Republicans. And the Republicans are even worse. Most people know this. Most historians know this. Most people who have a grasp or even acknowledged anything that happened over the past 4 years under Trump noticed this. And they've been a problem way past Trump. They've been an issue since the 60s. No, matter of fact, they've been an issue since they formed. It was just during that time the Republicans were like not as bad. It was like the way that it is now, the Democrats. That shit's just been reversed. And then again, a lot of them don't believe in a party switch, so it is a moot point. I don't understand how they'll go on long diatribes about how the Democrats are bad, but they're Republicans themselves. It's like you're blaming Democrats for stuff that happened 150 to 50 years ago. Ignore the face turn and the fact that they've actually been more diverse and more willing to help people than the Republicans. And the reason why it hasn't gotten so far is because the Democrats are always trying to appease the Republicans. It just don't make any sense to me. Their entire MO is just being a contrarian and being reactionary. And you can talk to them about anything. Talk to them about trans rights. Talk to them about systemic racism. Talk to them about women's rights. Most of them will just say what white conservatives say. Oh, that shit ended in the 60s. Well, it's not like anybody's stopping you from opening a business or stopping you from doing what you need to do. Even when you can show them a whole ass list, like you can show them a whole fact sheet worth of data, and they'll just put their heads in the ground. Like I said earlier, you can be black and be whatever you want to be, political wise anyway. But my thing is, like, why would you want your politics to be on the side of white supremacy? Excuse me. But yeah, why would you want your politics to be on the side of white supremacy? That's the big thing that confuses me about black Republicans and conservatives. I can understand liking money. I can understand being a capitalist. I can understand just, being religious. But at the end of the day, that disadvantages most of the people who look like you. But then y'all claim to be pro-black or for the people. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm like, at least make it make sense. Anyway, I'm probably gonna go take another nap. I'm very tired. So my bad if I was rambling a lot. It was just something on my head and I just wanted to get it out there. If you watched this, thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, it's your boy Bread Pro Black here, signing off. Have a good one, everybody.